What's good, everybody? My bad, my mic was muted. I just looked at the screen and I didn't even realize that the mic was muted. But good morning, as you can tell. I, I know some people don't like that word morning, but as you can tell, or as you can see, I am. Let me make sure this is on the right microphone setting too, because sometimes it be on the wrong thing. Making sure it can be okay. Yeah, man. But what I was going to talk about today is the Tetragrammaton, as you can see by the name of the title. Now, my reasoning behind talking about it is because it would take somebody who's on this side and the other side to see as well. But I've been talking about it. It is not my first time bringing the essence of it up. Everything that I've been talking about, my work has been having to do with that. Uh, I just find it very ironic, that some a brother who a lot of people look at as a leader of them and everything, um, he's brought up the Tetragrammaton here recently. He just talked about it actually on his show, and he has not ever brought up that specific name. That the sacred geometry behind it. That's why I'm telling people. I'm not saying that. I'm not. This is not me saying that nobody's copying me or nothing like that. I'm not talking about that right now. Basically, what I'm bringing that up for is that I'm showing y'all how influential what I'm saying and how everything people ain't paying attention to the fact that it's time right back around to what I've been talking about, man. It's time right back around to me and what I have been talking about. And at the end of the day, let me send this thing to as well. Send this screenshot. Just 1 second. I just don't think that people, really comprehend the significance of what I'm saying, to its greatest degree. Okay. All right. Now this is one picture that I just made. This one today. This is just a visualization of this one that I just made today. I did this little overlay. Now, when you type in "great architect of the universe," a lot of people, speculate on who, people is talking about, what that name, what God is really referring to, and everything. Uh, it's my trick. Man. But this is a picture that I had created earlier today before the day started. Now, at the top, of course, you can see the great architect of the universe. A picture. If you type that in, that's one of the paintings that an artist, I can't remember his name, but he created that. And I just thought today to put that up there at the top. As you can see, you got the compasses right there. What do the sun and moon on a flat earth cosmology, what do? They spin around above our heads. When you take a compass and you draw like that, that's exactly the same exact type of motion that's going on, except it's supposed to be a spiraling type of motion. Now, hence the number 9, spiral. That's what this all has to come to. This. So I just wanted to show that real quick. And as you can see, what this is shaped like. This is the inverted. This is the delta right here. So what I'm getting at is that everything that I've drawn out and everything that I have literally been talking about, where you hear anybody talking about it like this leader, I be trying not to say names, but I feel like it's just silly and it's stupid. People know who you're talking about. It's not, I feel like it's senseless and it's just stupid. At the end of the day, I'm talking about Sanchez. Sanchez just did a show yesterday and he was talking about this inverted triangle. I'm going to pull up his show, shout him out so that you can see his material and hear everything he has to say if you missed his show yesterday over here and you're on this side, which I doubt that's the case. But at the end of the day, when you look at the structure that I have here with my herbal, with the marijuana diagram that I drew out, the growth of marijuana, I already explained in the past why I did this and why it is what it is. Plant etymology. I was linking and I'm showing people the significance of we should not do away with the term planet. You know, there's a reason why we call it a plane, a flat plane. Well, if it's a flat plane, you don't want to do away with the word. You don't want to do away with the word planet. Okay. Now, when you think of, you- you- it's just a visualization of what people think of. It's just like gravity. Everything that people hear of. They hear these words and it triggers people in this flat earth freaking community. They hear plane or they hear hear planet or they hear gravity and they automatically think that you just stupid or something. When that should not be the case. But just pay attention to this delta, man. Nobody can tell me that this is not an inverted triangle. It's, a triangle down, which is a delta. 4 and 5 are at the bottom. Number one in the center, the first planet, like I've explained, is Mercury. The fourth and fifth planets are Jupiter and Saturn. That's a fact. Now, this is what I'm getting at, y'all. Okay, I didn't see anything like this on this day that this happened. I did not see this particular post right here, but this I want y'all to read this as I've read it. This is the great solstice conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn that I just, of course, I've been telling y'all about, and a lot of y'all were even talking about. Well, it says right here, I never even knew this right here that it says, but I'm going to read this to y'all, and y'all going to comprehend why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. I'm showing it. Y'all can't get mad at me just because I'm showing facts. That's why I tell y'all, get one person to show me where I'm telling at least one lie at. Where have I lied once with my information? You can't point it out, man. So that's all I'm getting at is that all I'm doing is showing facts. People act, I mean, what do you want me to do? Stir the facts away from them actually having to do something with me and what I'm pointing out. Yeah, I mean, it just is in my work, it's not, I can't change the fact that, it could have been the numbers 3 and 6. Yeah, I say 3, 6, and 9 is the key to the universe. That could have been what the whole discovery was with. But I'm showing y'all everything happens for a reason. And you got to really be open hearted to be and share the amazement that I'm even witnessing right now. Now, this right here says the great solstice conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. This event is predicted to be the start of the age Aquarius. Since there is no definitive way to tell when this age begins, so scholars look for the signs like this event to determine such things, as well as the changes in humanity, society, and nature. Also thought to be a sign of a returning Messiah. Okay? Listen to that, man. Also thought to be a sign of a returning Messiah. Okay? Now I know that y'all probably can feel how y'all want to feel, think what you want to think. I just read and shouted out actually a brother named Young Eli a couple of videos ago where he was telling me I'm not the answer, telling me what I'm not, telling me what I think I am, and all of this type of stuff. When I tell people the complete opposite of all of the negative stuff he was telling me, he wasn't telling me anything uplifting. Even though I shouted him out, he didn't, tell me anything, and that's just a fact. I'm not gonna change anything with that. Saturn and Jupiter will slowly approach. So y'all witness this. This is a delta, man. This is that upside down triangle, okay? This is exactly the same thing. It's just not the exact angle as this. I just don't get how y'all can't see it and admit it, man. It's that why do you not get it? Why are you not amazed? Why would you not question like, something going on here? It's common sense. Now, I'm gonna go to Sanchez's he brought up Dante's Inferno, and he brought up all of this, man. That's what I'm saying. This people will get when he's saying it, but I'm not. I'm using less words, showing my own work. You know, I don't even have to talk as much, and people still half-ass act like they get it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find this right now. Refreshing it because this ain't good. This is crazy.
The Beast Computer blueprint underground. Now check this out. Here go the Beast Computer. And guess what we looking at, y'all? Uh-oh. We looking at Dante's Inferno, man. Look at here. Dante was given a vision of hell or Sheol. The Beast Computer goes for miles under the ground, and each floor is a different hard drive ready to house souls in different universes. People, this is deep stuff. This is literally Dante having a vision of souls living underground inside of the Beast Computer.
Now, think about how many people are over there and watching it,
The Beast Computer.
and the same ones is
Here,
over here.
let's look at it. Hold on. In Brussels, Belgium, because you can
And
pull it
think
up.
about, yeah, like I said, think about how many people is over there in that comment section and is subscribed over here. Watch him and they watch me. If you watch me, you 9 times out of 10, if you even heard the Tetragrammaton get brought up, you should have been thinking about me from the jump anyway. I had at least even 2 or 3 videos up over here talking about the Tetragrammaton. This is his first time covering the Tetragrammaton, so shout out to him because he did an excellent job. But if you get what he's saying, there is no way in hell that you should not get what I am saying. That's just a fact. If you can see what this man is explaining right here, There's no way in the world that you should not be able to comprehend the simplicity of what I am laying out. And that's just a fact. That's just backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's backwards.
These ain't it though.
Some people only want to listen when certain people talk.
So what I want y'all to do for the sake of me pressing on for time, I want you guys to get the blueprints for the beast computer, underground computer, and do sacred geometry. Take the
Now look at that right there. Think about the great architect of the universe. And I'm going to switch this share screen real quick. Right back to this. And pull it back to the video. Because there's no way in the world one should not comprehend exactly what I'm saying. Now think about the great solstice conjunction I just showed, Dante's Inferno, like he's showing. And look at this right here. You can't tell me it ain't the exact same thing. I've shown in my videos where I said that up here is where our living quarters is at. We live up here on this area, on this green line on top of the 0 and 9. This is the dielectric inertia plane where we will be living at. This is all magnetism, a magnetic field. And at the end of the day, it's just like slicing open an apple. This is just looking at the earth, which is a pyramid shape, which I'm showing here. Uh, a plant, that's what I'm showing. And incorporating my own version of cosmology, just like the Mayans did as well. Not copying them, but literally using my own factual-based mathematics. And everything is fact-based. Marijuana literally grows like this. Uh, and what do they call it? The devil's lettuce. That's what a lot of people call it, the devil's lettuce. Why they call it that? A lot of people don't agree with it. But think about how he's talking about Dante's Inferno, the devil. I just brought up the devil's lettuce. I've said several times this is I've shown y'all Petra and everything. This is a symbol of the underworld. So at the end of the day, man, the underworld, hell, all of that type of stuff, I'm showing y'all what the facts is. Okay, am I justifying the underworld or everything? No, I'm not. But clearly, God has me here. The higher power has me here to outlay a specific message that is in dire need of being heard. That's just factual. So I'm gonna pop back to the video. And matter of fact, before I go back to, I want it to be known. Like I said, I gotta go back to the drive real quick. It won't be long, because I forgot to click to the other picture. Think about Dante's Inferno and the exact picture that he's showing. And look at how this exact alignment looked up in the sky. Every single alignment that happens does not look like this, even conjunctions. But it just in particular ended up looking like this over time. They say that this is a sign from God. Expect miracles at this time. See, all of this type of stuff. They say that this sign is a sign from God. This is the. Do you know what the Star of Bethlehem is, people? There's something called the Star of Bethlehem, and that's what this star apparently is. The great solstice conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, 4 and 5. What I got drawing out right here. The Nazca lines and everything. New Jerusalem, everything that this brother Sanchez was talking about, every last thing that he's been talking about, man, I have already been talking about over here on my side. That's a fact. I've already been bringing it up in relation to my own work. And that's what's so amazing to me, because I'm not making this happen. I can't make things up and just tie stuff up. All I can do is, like I'm saying, improve and show the facts. Now that's like looking at the same exact thing, same sacred geometry as the man always says. It would take somebody, who's literally a biased individual to say to one person they comprehend him, and then the next they're saying the same thing and showing literal imagery that they created themselves, but you don't get him. No, it's a personal thing.
image in the blueprints of the beast computer and compare it to Dante's Inferno, the underground computer. And I want you to also compare it to the Hebrew Sheol. Homework assignment. Email me the comparisons and I'll shout you out.
So think about the keystone, everything that I've been saying. The keystone, I mean everything. Because the keystone is this right here that you see, this right here, cosmology that he's showing right here from Hebrews. I'm gonna pull up Masonic cosmology in just a second.
Because in this image is some sort of, if you had a computer down here making a triangle, it'll look like Dante's Inferno, man.
It's crazy, man. Two on point. Why is this thing freezing? I'm pulling something up right now. Since this thing froze, I'm pulling something up, man. This thing tripping. What's wrong with this thing? I pretty much figured that. All right, people, and like I was just saying about the Royal Arch and Cancer, of course, is my astrological sign that I fall under. You got the 69 Royal Arch Cancer, of course, in the center right there. Now, if you think about the cosmology the man was just showing and everything, it's the exact same thing that he's showing. This right here is a pentagon with the four cross on it. He also brought up earlier and showed a 5-point star with a cross as well. 5 and 4, 4 and 5. It's all synonymous, and people just, I'm the first person to point it out, the only person to point it out. 4 and 5. Uh, so that's just that right there. And what was that? Now I pulled up the Tetragrammaton here right now. And one thing that I don't get that Sanchez is doing, that I disagree with, is he wasn't using the correct symbol upon explaining the Tetragrammaton. And I was kind of questioning to myself, why is he doing that? It's like he picks the most uh, covert pictures, the most, the one picture that he was using, the star that he was using was like, I think the 7-point star, if I'm I might be in, yeah, 7 point star. The Tetragrammaton, that's not even the real one that he was using. I don't get why he was doing it. I was thinking to myself, like, okay, this man is coming up behind me talking about the same exact thing that I'm talking about, like he's done in the past. It's not the first time. Even at the beginning of this video, I just said that I'm not trying to claim he's copying me. But at the end of the day, he goes up there and he starts to show people some knowledge of the Tetragrammaton, just like I've already been doing. And mind you, the man has, I'm gonna be honest. I've been listening to Sanchez for years. I haven't even heard the man bring up the Tetragrammaton even once, as far as that name. Um, I literally haven't. I ain't saying that he haven't said it, but I'm saying that's how rare he's even had to bring it up. That just shows enough. But all of a sudden now he's talking about it since PR Corey has been talking about it. And what I realize is that if he would have used the correct star, people would have had no choice but to see the fact that every last one had Jupiter and Saturn, like who was pointing out, and just like whose work. PR Corey. Jupiter is up here, Saturn is on, and it doesn't matter which one you go to, you can go to any depiction. They all have it. Because guess what? That's what the real star of Bethlehem is. I don't know what that 7 point star mess that was. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but what I'm saying is, as far as the Tetragrammaton, that's not the real picture. I don't know what that was that he had up there. It had to have been another star dealing with some other entity within the Bible, but it wasn't the Tetragrammaton. That's one thing I know for a fact. Um, because all of the Tetragrammatons, as you can see, are right here, and it's really simple. Like the one, two, the essence of number is all there. Like I pointed out, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tetragrammaton, Ma, all of that. 4 and 5, Jupiter and Saturn, bro. It's never that looks just like a 5, and nobody can tell me that. Look, Jupiter astrology sign. That, that looks just like a 4, man. It's actually a post somewhere uh, that says looks like a 4. It's just to prove that I'm not the only person who has the eyes to see that. Y'all can't say that that don't look like a 4. That's what I'm getting. What I'm getting at, and what I'm thinking, what just crossed my mind is that this man didn't pull up the original star because he didn't want to further, because he can see what the hell it is. He just didn't want me to be able to have room to say that and point that out, is what I feel. And what I realized, that man has to see, because I pointed all of this stuff out on his show. I even pulled up the real star, but he goes off and pulls up the star that isn't even the real thing. Jupiter and Saturn, 4 and 5. He even said Saturn is 5, and Jupiter is 4 all day. Um, I don't know where that post is at. That's why I just keep on popping up, because it's common sense, you know. I don't know where that post is at. Anyway, it ain't even that relevant, or I don't have to find that post. It's common sense, like I'm saying that it is. I'm just that type of person who like to show evidence. But somebody made a post already. It's on the internet. That's they even said it looks like a 4. But definitely that's what I'm picking up from that whole situation, because the original. I mean, if you type in Tetragrammaton, It ain't even popping up. The real Tetragrammaton has 5 points. That star that he pulled up there that he was, which was this right here, the seal of the seven. That ain't it. It's not the same thing. I'm telling you, that I feel like he did that just so that he wouldn't have to incorporate, the reality aspect. It's. I'm just saying. But like I said, it was phenomenal work, his explanation and everything. But all I'm doing is, I feel like at the end of the day, people is trying to put on and press nothing but a negative image. All I'm gonna say is, if the devil is so real, then God got to be real as well. And if somebody says that the devil and God is the same thing, then what are we complaining for when us as human beings, we witness it every day that we ain't perfect? We obviously make negative and positive choices ourselves. We ain't perfect. So how could we judge a creator that possibly got negative and positive? How could you judge the creator? You know what I mean? I don't think people think about that or care to even think about it. They probably don't even find it worthy of thought. But you don't even see, you see what I'm saying? You don't see the same astrological symbols here. Besides, well, yeah, there they are. Never mind. They still touch. But at the same time, this ain't the same symbol, man. This is Solomon, Asterian seal Solomon. So that's the seal of Solomon, I guess, which ain't the same thing. What this is actually, because I listened to this guy named 108 Jane. I can't remember his 108 Jane 108 something. I think it's Jane 108 Academy, and he explained how this. He actually has a video up on YouTube where he explained what this actual star means. It's actually got to deal with the actual order of the stars. Uh, I don't know why this thing ain't X out, and y'all couldn't even see actually the freaking thing. Let me copy. This is what I was talking about right here, because y'all couldn't see it. This right here is the seal of Solomon. This is what I was talking about. I forgot to bring up the tab, switch it over. But this is what I was talking about. This is 7 points. This is not the seal of. This is not the Tetragrammaton. This is the seal of Solomon. Apparently, um, we'll look and see. Like I say, I just started coming across information on the Tetragrammaton. I ain't been big on this stuff, like I say, but apparently something is letting me know something. I'm supposed to be waking to some type of knowledge about this. You know, okay. Uh, yeah, seal, yeah, seal of Solomon. Yeah, see, man, that ain't the same thing. So this is apparently the seal of Solomon right here, or this six. Yeah, they got a 6 point star, of course. Uh, but see, Tetragrammaton. That's what the Tetragrammaton is, man. At the end of the day, it's 5 points, and the Tetragrammaton. What makes it what it is the aspect of the conjunction. That's what didn't even get brought up yesterday. And Sanchez, that's what I ain't gonna say it pisses me off, but I just don't get how niggas just don't see it, bro. Like we living in this time right now. If he even happens so much to watch this video or somebody report to him, or anything like that, how could you look over the aspect that this just happened? If he utilizes the real Tetragrammaton, maybe people will start realizing what I'm even saying and the significance of what I'm saying, the times that we living in. Because it further, all it does is justifies what the man's talking about even more. This alignment just happened, and I just said, what did they say that the alignment means? It means that the alignment. Uh, People have said that the alignment of the Star of Bethlehem slash the Great Conjunction is a sign of a Messiah coming, potentially. There's nobody else. What does Messiah mean? Y'all have always said that Messiah means messenger or message, okay? So y'all have said that. Well, at the end of the day, what am I bringing? A message that nobody else has ever heard, dude. Nobody never did what I've done. And then the message itself has to deal with what? The Messiah. And I can't change that. All I'm doing is showing the facts. I can't change the facts, man. So, this is the Tetragrammaton. I'm going to pull out real quick. Um, Dang, y'all didn't even see that one quality. I still thought I had it pulled up. That's what I was looking for. Is that actually popped up. Now I'm gonna end it off with this because, like I say, this is where I'm saying. Y'all probably said, "Well, when were you talking about it before Sanchez?" Bro, it's clear. You just gotta listen around and be around. Actually, listen, stay around and listen to the information. It ain't about who's telling it; it's the facts that's being showed. Um, so there we go. The ancients who determined its dimensions this is all about the Nazca lines, used for metrologists far and beyond our wildest imaginations. Their precision is astounding. Use of measuring instruments, calculating heavenly movement and beyond. They we affirm saw into prophetic new time and space, and somehow, someway were aware of the dimensions of paradise. For the sun stars duodecimal 12 imprint is so well integrated into their system. We are left in utter wonderment that something of this magnitude could not have been left to happenstance. Yes, we conjecture most certainly, however, could the designers have been could the could the designers have known that this reflection magnified the revelation of the New Jerusalem of John the Beloved? Now, New Jerusalem, that's what I was saying to y'all. This whole thing is, he was just talking about all of this and mirrored the very ratios of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Could it be that the same genius whose architecture has survived as the last wonder of the world, the seventh, saw the need for an octagonal geoglyph to match the octahedron or half octahedron of the Great Pyramid of Giza? I'm not going to read all of it, but of course, at the end of the day, I went over this a couple of times, but they literally go into all of the numbers and they explain how all of these different, they're using the same numbers as you can see. Trying to find 18, 9, 360, 36, 3 and 6, 1 and 8, 3 and 6, 7, 8, 9, divine number sets but a few. 45 equals the second coming of the Messiah, is what this says, second coming. In the 45 days in between, 1,290 days of desolation and 1,335 days of blessing. Like I told y'all, they said, what did they say the conjunction mean? Why would they say that okay, out of all of the numbers in the world, bro, what I'm getting at is, think about it, man. You gotta really think and use it. Out of all of how many numbers is it in the world? You see all these numbers on this page, dude. Why is it this one that says the second coming of the Messiah, dude? 45. And then the conjunction said what? Do I gotta pull it back up for proof just to impact it? Right there in the center, as you can see, also thought to be a sign of a returning Messiah, man. So that's all I got to show y'all, on that is at the end of the day, y'all argue against that. I want to hear what y'all have to say against that because I'm pretty sure, just like always, y'all are pretty mute and have no discrepancies, no negative anything to say. Because at the end of the day, tell me what's not a fact. Where have I shown you one thing that is not a fact? One thing I want somebody to put. That's the challenge I got for y'all in this video. Nobody can point out one thing that I've shown that is not a fact. I'm not speculating on anything. I'm not making anything up. Everything that I'm showing is 100% fact based. And if anybody disagrees with that, prove it. I'm pulling up the symbols for the conjunction now before I go. I mean, so much stuff got brought up to where it ain't funny. That's in the same links. As you can see right there, Jupiter 45-degree tilt, sign, and 5, 4 and 5. 4 and 5, man. That's all that it is the conjunction. That's exactly what it is. Y'all can act like y'all don't get it, but you can't argue against it, okay? At the end of the day, it is what it is, and y'all just got to eat it up. It's a fact, man. There's no speculation, ain't nothing made up. Look at that, looking just like a 45. Only thing that is a big curve make it look like a 2 right there with a line right there. But most of them ain't even like that with a big curve. Not only that, remember what I had showed y'all as well. Saturn Jupiter conjunction. Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury conjunction. Triple conjunction. Triple conjunction, I mean. When did this happen? Don't miss the triple conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn and Mercury this weekend. Mercury is associated with Hermes. This was posted on January the 9th of 2021. So this happened this year. So at the end of the day, out of all of the planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury were the ones that conjunction. That conjuncted. Okay. Now we're going to go to Mercury's astrological symbol now. This is what Mercury's astrological symbol looks like. Okay. That's what it looks like. You see that symbol? Pay attention. This is what Mercury's astrological symbol looks like, man. Oh, man. I don't see how people don't see it, dude. It drives me nuts. Now, the great, now, you see that there? Now, I just told y'all the Tetragrammaton has to have the aspects of what? It's the Bethlehem star. Star of Bethlehem, so that's the great conjunction, like I just showed with Jupiter and Saturn. But there's also something else that's incorporated. What do you see in the center, man? In the center, right here, Mercury, bro. It's the same symbol. So how do y'all not get it, bro? It's like it's fact after fact. There is nothing that y'all can say, bro. I'm telling y'all. There is not one negative thing that y'all can say. And that's why I never get a negative thing. If anything, I'm gonna get amazement. And it don't matter which symbol y'all want to click on, bro. It's gonna always be the same symbol, bro. You see it right there again. Damn, I don't know how that happened. But there's another one. You see it right there in the symbol, in the center. 5 and 5 right here. This one ain't got the 4 up here. They must have forgot it because everything else is there. Let's click on this one. See what it looks like. It got it right there in the center. Mercury. Like, bro, I can't make this stuff up, bro. That's why that man didn't use his star because he knew that I would be all over this 9 times out of 10. Like I say, I know when somebody is uh, trying to compete with me, and they might not say it or nothing. They might not be hating like that, but at the same time, like I say, when the brother won't even say who his competition he feel like even is, who trying to secretly compete with him, because I'm not competing with him. Like I say, I'm trying to figure out myself if anything, man, and I'm showing people the process. I'm literally showing proof, evidence. Like y'all can't argue against me. Mercury is the what planet? It's the first planet. So you got 4 right here, 5 and 5. 4 and 1 equals 5. First planet, Jupiter, number 4. Y'all just ain't got the eyes to see, bro. I'm not making a dang on thing up. It's even engraved in some. It ain't just drawn, it's literally engraved in some. Mercury right there. So at the end of the day, bro, how many planets is it? How many different astrological signs is it? And the thing is, y'all gotta realize this just happened. And this happens not often. This just happened, bro. And what does this sign mean? This great conjunction. They say it's a sign of a second Messiah, of a second coming. I'm trying to keep from saying it because I feel like, y'all too sensitive to just take the truth and what I'm trying to slowly open up and express y'all to. I'm not saying that I am the Messiah. I'm just showing y'all facts, man. But dang, I even get the question, man. I can't help but get the question. Like nobody can. That's why I say nobody can say that I'm lying. It's like if I went to the court of law and I was up against somebody who was saying, if we was in the court of law and the question was for the jury to choose whether this man is the Messiah potentially or not, and it was all about proving evidence, and it was y'all who watch me who either don't support or sit and watch quiet or whatever the case may be, but you don't say nothing negative. At the end of the day, if they asked that question, y'all wouldn't have no evidence compared to me who's showing. I got endless evidence, bro. I could literally go all day almost with evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence. Y'all, on the other hand, what would y'all have besides just being able to say, he not this, he not that? That's all that I'm saying, bro, because all that I'm showing y'all, and that should really let y'all know enough and stand out to y'all. That should really trigger something in y'all mind. Y'all got no evidence. Y'all can say what I'm not or think what I'm not and everything, but at least I got evidence to where I can prove and show y'all. When PR Corey says that nobody else has ever said the message that he is saying, nobody is on this earth ever said the message that he is trying to put out right now. That's a fact, bro. Nobody's ever done it in this age right now. How I'm doing this and express this, pointed this out to the world, seen any significance in it. If anything, everybody's looked over it. Okay, you know, I got nothing but evidence and facts to prove behind what I'm saying, man. It's amazing to me. Like it's because God ain't stopping. I told y'all at the end of the day, facts is the facts, and I can't change nothing. And the truth is always going to be the truth, no matter which way you flip it, no matter which way you turn it. Check this one. Well, check this one out. That's the one I clicked on. So you see the sun and the moon right there. That's the symbol of the sun, and that's the symbol of the moon. Okay, 5 and 5, 4 right here. Okay, I don't even know what those are, guys, but y'all gotta get what I'm saying. And they made that one simple. They took everything else that was around like it was irrelevant and just made this the simplistic aspect of the astrological. The sun and the moon, which is the okay, Mercury right here, huh, Jupiter and Saturn. Y'all can't tell me online. Real talk. I'm just sitting here meditating on that, thinking about that one for a look. Because I mean, that's just crazy. Can't nobody tell me I'm lying, man. Mm. That's amazing. We typing in this right here. Mercury astrology symbol one more time. Okay. There you see right there, Mercury's astrology symbol. I can't alter anything. We got this many symbols, and this is the ones that just did the conjunction. We got this many astrological symbols, and which ones that we just used that did the conjunction? Sure. Okay. Now, what number planet is Mercury? Okay, what's the first planet? Damn, they always try. They know what somebody's saying. They should have had it in the bold. You know what I'm saying? The first planet. See, Mercury. It's common sense. The first planet, number one. Simple. Mercury. Okay. And I've already pointed out in the past and that's why I showed that one on Sanchez's channel. On a flat freaking Earth, the Earth would be taken out of the lineup. And dang it, at the end of the day, when you count all of the planets, Jupiter and Saturn have to end up being fourth and fifth. That's common sense. There's no way around it. That's just common sense. If the freaking Earth is flat, it ain't no ball in the lineup. You take the ball out of it, and then all of the other planets. I mean, I can pull the planets up. It's common sense. It's really common sense, man. And we're talking about the basic planets, like the ones that our ancestors went off of. What this series thing is right here, I have absolutely no idea about. That's why you don't need to see anything there, because it really ain't even relevant. Now, dang it, if we got Earth right here, which is the first one, we say that it's what? If it's a flat freaking Earth, then what is that ball right there? Y'all say that it ain't no ball. So if it ain't no ball and that's supposed to be fake, what do you have to do to this lineup? It don't matter whether you say that these planets is real or not, my guy. Okay? Get what I'm saying? It does not matter whether these planets is how they look, what you're saying, real or fake, or whatever the case may be. What matters is that at the end of the day, they're up there in that sky and we can't control it. Only the Most High can control that. That's a fact. At the end of the day, you can observe those in the sky. They are up there, period. And they move on a specific time. That's a fact. If the earth is not a ball, take it freaking out of the lineup. Series, like I just said, we ain't never heard of that. That's something brand new. They always introducing new stuff. So we're gonna count the planets. Mercury, number one. Venus, number two. There is no Earth. We are on the flat Earth. We look up in the sky and see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn. Those are the planets that we see. Now, dang it, Mercury is one, Venus is two. You skip the Earth because it's what? It's flat and it ain't no damn ball. So the ball is taken out. I got to keep on saying that because people can't jump over that. That's a bomb. If it ever is one that exists, a verbal bond that really exists, that's one. Mercury, Venus, one, two. Mars, three. Ain't nothing changed. This is common sense. Everybody know this. Mars 3, Jupiter 4, which is what, okay? Ain't that the astrological symbol? Ain't nothing changed even in that. Now y'all can see why the symbols, I'm pointing out and showing y'all why the symbols look like what they even look like. Ain't nobody ever did that. That's why Jupiter and Saturn is what they is, because they telling y'all Jupiter is the fourth planet, Saturn is the fifth. It's common sense. And then you continue counting from there. So Jupiter is number 4, like I said. Saturn is number 5. It didn't even end up on accident. Like I could get it. It's speculation. If Saturn was first, then the astrological symbol would have had to been the 4. But no, everything is literally how it's supposed to be. Nothing ain't messed up, bro. So I mean, you can't even argue against nothing I'm telling you, especially if you know flat earther. If anything, you should be congratulated. Real talk. So Jupiter is number 4. Jupiter is number 4, like I said, and that's their symbol for Jupiter, number 4. Now you know where the symbol. I'm showing you what it is. They ain't gonna make it number 4. Duh. They ain't gonna just put number 4. Anybody can get that. They're gonna switch it up a little, so they put a hook on it. I mean, it's common sense. It ain't hard to get. Number 5. That man, if that ain't no 5 and 4, bro, y'all can just man, hey, man. I didn't did it, bro. I didn't did it. That's all I know. That's all I know, bro. That's why I showed y'all what I showed y'all at the beginning. The first picture that I showed out of my drive, the great architect one. Because the fact is, at the end of the day, that's exactly what you see with the first planet 4 and 5. Damn, I clicked the wrong share. That's all that I was saying. All you got to do is just picture put the planets in the correct place. That's all you got to do. 0 being the sun, or 9, which 0, which I say 0 or 9 because this is the flip array of the lineup of the numbers. 0 or 9. This is the heart area, the heart chakra. That's why it's set up like that on purpose. So yeah, you got the Saturn to be right there, Jupiter right here, number 1. Plain as day. It's just that simple, bro. And I'm gonna leave that one at that. That's so easy to get, man. So easy to comprehend. You know, uh, all y'all got to do is shit, bow down at this point, man. I'm just saying, that's all y'all got to do is bow down, cause ain't nobody on earth doing it like that. And I'm gonna let y'all have it. Peace out. PR Quarter.